Hi guys, it's Sabrina Baker from Acacia HR Solutions, here to answer the Facebook job search question of the week. And this week's question has to do with information on an application and what you do when you come across something that you're very uncomfortable filling out. I had a job seeker this week who was interviewing for a position in the mortgage industry. And as you can imagine, in that industry, there's lots of checks that they run before they hire someone. And so they had given her a 10-page application that she needed to fill out and bring in at the time of her interview. When she got to the back, there was a disclosure for a background and credit check. And those documents asked her for her social security number, her date of birth, and a lot of other information that she just was not comfortable filling out and giving to them at this point in the interview stage. So she called and asked if she could not fill it out. And the answer is yes. You don't have to fill out anything that you're uncomfortable with at any part of the interview process. It's important, though, to understand why they're asking and handle your approach to them when you explain why you're not filling it out very diplomatically. So the piece of paper, and I explained to her that more than likely they're not trying to be illegal or steal your information. They're just trying to save time. They figure you're already filling out this 10-page application. If we make you an offer, you're gonna have to fill this out anyway, and we're gonna run this background check after we've made that offer. So why not go ahead and get that information up front? And that way when they make the offer, they flip through, they already have that documentation, they can run that background check right away. They never have to bother you for that information later on. So it's just probably a time saver for them. They put it in with the application. They don't even think about the fact that they really shouldn't be asking for that at this stage. They're just doing it to save time. So what I advised her to do was not fill it out because she was extremely uncomfortable with it. And when she went in for her interview the next day, just to explain to them that, she appreciates the fact that they run background checks and credit checks. She understands that they do that and why they do that. And she's more than happy to give that information out if they make her an offer. But at this stage, she'd like to hold off on giving that out. Plain and simple. And there's nothing wrong with that. So just make sure anytime you come across something that you feel uncomfortable with, you do not have to give them any information, especially if it's personal like that, your social security number, your birth date, any of those things you are not required, and they really shouldn't be asking for them in the interview process. Those are typically only asked for after you've been hired so that they can run some type of check, whether it be background or credit or any of those things. So just make sure you understand the reasons why, and it's okay to ask. It's okay to call your recruiter, your hiring manager, and say, hey, I came across this document that I really don't understand why you're asking for these things. Can you just tell me why? And they'll explain to you why they need that information. And then if you're uncomfortable, let them know that, at this stage, you'd just like to keep that information to yourself. And then if an offer is made, you are more than happy to give that information to them. So I hope this helps. I hope your job search is going well. Again, I'm going to put all of my links to the Facebook page where you can leave your questions on the wall if you have job search questions. My blog, which has a job seekers toolkit in there that has lots of helpful information for job seekers. And I have a free webinar coming up next week, actually August 31st, that is Twitter 101 for job seekers. So I'm actually going to walk you through, if you've never used Twitter, I'm going to walk you through how to set up an account, understand the Twitter lingo, and then some neat tools that are on Twitter for job seekers and how job seekers today are using Twitter to find jobs. So I hope you'll check that out and join me for that webinar. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.